The real question is, why did the Lions ever hire Matt Patricia? Let's talk Lions. Thank you for liking, for commenting, and subscribing to Let's Talk Lions for all your Lions news. Welcome back to an all-new episode. Yes, I am back in studio, in action. A lot transpired over the weekend, yeah? Thanksgiving Day was not fun for us Lions fans. However, Friday, Christmas came early, I suppose you could say. The people of Detroit, the fans of the Lions, have been calling for Patricia's head on a silver platter, figuratively speaking, for a couple months now. Really, even before this season began, after last year. There's a lot to break down with the firing, and we're going to go over it through a few different videos this week. But today's video, we're going to break down, why did the Lions ever even hire Matt Patricia? So we all know that Bob Quinn came in as our general manager, and when he came in, it was Caldwell's, what would be Caldwell's last season as head coach. Quinn came in, made it very clear, if you can't do better than 9-7, I'm canning you. Now, looking back, we all know why he said such a thing. It wasn't like he came out and said, hey, we want to be a 10-6 team. We want to be an 11-5 team, a 12-4 team. What he was getting at, which we all now see, is I got a buddy. I got a buddy that I want to hire. And Caldwell, it's not going to be you. So if you can't do better than 9-7, I'm canning you and put my friend in place here. Bob Quinn was in a position where he looked, he said, hey man, that guy, that's my friend. They just won another Super Bowl. I can get him a head coaching job, start his career out. And it didn't work. That's side number one. Side number two is, hey, let's look at the fact that Patricia has won 2 Super Bowls with the New England Patriots as their defensive coordinator. Yes, he was an assistant coach with the Pats for about 12, 14 years, but he was only the defensive coordinator for about 6 seasons, 2012 through 2016. Now, here is Patricia, this brainiac, this rocket scientist, engineer, champion, biomedical, watch me make a Ninja Turtle in my basement guy, and he was supposed to be our defensive savior, right? That's what he does. He's the guy who had that defensive scheme against Seattle when the Patriots picked the ball off. Remember, he mentioned that one in a press conference a couple weeks ago, friends. I'm the guy who helped lead us against the Atlanta Falcons. Let's look at the seasons that he was in New England and what the defensive ranking overall was for the Pats 2012 through 2016. 2012 and 2013, the Pats defense was ranked 10th. In 2014, the Pats were ranked 8th in the NFL, and funny enough, the Detroit Lions defense was ranked 3rd. And yes, that is the year we went 11-5 under Caldwell and lost the division by 1 game to Green Bay. Yeah, a Detroit Lions team that was 11-5. Tell me about it. 2015, the Pats went back to a defense ranking of 10th in the NFL, and then the following year, 2016, they were ranked 1st in the league. That year, Detroit also made the playoffs. We were ranked 13th defensively in the NFL. So what I'm seeing is the Pats defense under Matt Patricia as the defensive coordinator was ranked 10th, 8th, 10th, and 1st. Patricia then comes here. He comes to the Lions, and our defense over the next 3 years under Matt Patricia, 2017 was ranked 21st in the NFL. 2018 was 16th. 2019 was 26th. And this year, upon his firing, we are ranked 31st in the NFL. This sheds a lot of light on Matt Patricia, the Patriots, and the Lions. Matt Patricia got to take over the defensive coordinating position in New England with a team that Bill Belichick established. He comes in and he's able to ride them at a solid 10th place year after year. Now, while we had Caldwell, we had a defense that was ranked 3rd and 13th while Patricia was over there. So when Patricia comes to Detroit, here we are and we're saying, man, maybe we get somebody from Belichick's tree that's going to turn out to be good. And it turns out he implodes our defense Rex Ryan style. So you look at these 2 sides of the coin. Side number 1, it's just Bobby's friend. Side number 2, hey, the defense has been pretty good in New England. They won 2 Super Bowls while he was the defensive coordinator. maybe this is a good call. Maybe Detroit should bring him here. I'm not going to get into Caldwell's 4 seasons here. I think it's all self-explanatory. 11-5, 7-9, 9-7, 9-7. I'm not going to do a deep dive into them because, well, I think all Detroit Lion fans at this point are scratching their heads saying, damn, we'd really like to have that stone-faced man back because he could lead this team to the playoffs. Truth of the matter is, we all know it, Bob Quinn never wanted Caldwell. He didn't want him. He wanted his buddy to come in to be the head coach, the two of them to save Detroit, and really all they did was implode us from the inside out. Under Caldwell, we have 2 playoff seasons in 4 years, and under Matt Patricia, we have 13 wins in 3 seasons. I don't want to see anybody go out and be ashamed of what they have done. I want to see success, but when you win 13 games, you have 29 losses and a tie, you can't win a divisional game this year. I'm sorry, man, but it's over. It's over. You have been outed. It has been outed that Bob Quinn wanted his boy. The two of them came in tandem, and you're going to go in tandem. And that's the thing. I heard some Lions fans say, well, should we really get rid of Bob Quinn? What are you, nuts? Yes, of course you should get rid of Bob Quinn. Bob Quinn didn't care to win with Caldwell. He wanted to win with his guy. Bob Quinn picked his man. Matt Patricia couldn't get a hold of the locker room, so he picks 16 expatriates, wraps them in a different shade of blue, and says, hey, maybe this will work. Maybe people will back me up. Maybe people will support me. Listen, man, you blew up our locker room. You got rid of some guys that we shouldn't have gotten rid of. It's going to take a little bit for this to be reversible. It's going to take a lot to reshape the culture of the Detroit Lions. You know the age-old tale? It's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, Detroit, we saw it unfold before our very eyes. That is why Patricia was here. It wasn't about what he knew. It's about who he knew. Caldwell, my man, I wish you were still here. Always loved you. Always will. Here we are now, a 4-7 ball club, struggling to make it through the end of this year. And as I look, I just want to win our division games. That's really all I want to do. I don't want to get shut out by our division. The Bears have been proven to be this false team. We should beat the Bears. I think we can beat the Vikings. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Darrell Bevell. And let's be honest, we'll probably get a solid spanking from Aaron Rodgers one last time while he wears that dirty green and yellow. Please, God, let him move on from this division. And hey, there's always next year, right? Thanks for hanging out once again on Let's Talk Lions. Later this week, we will break down potential head coach candidates for the Detroit Lions. Robert Saleh, I'm looking at you. Maybe a little Eric Bieniemy. Just saying. We will break it down, different candidates that I think would be a good call. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Who is a solid candidate for the head coaching job here in Detroit? And I'll catch you next time on Let's Talk Lions.